Yeah, it was an easy one. Having been at the club since I was 11, you don't want to go anywhere else. And to see the progression of the squad and the group, especially over the last year, having been around a lot more, was really exciting for me. Obviously, staying in Division 1 was a huge part of that, along with seeing the excitement of the guys and like I mentioned, the growth of the talent that we've got, and hopefully that can continue over the next 3-year period.
Last year was your first as Red Bull captain and was the first for Mags as head coach. Is there a feeling that the club's kind of building something pretty special, both on and off the pitch? And something you kind of alluded to there, was it made easier by the impressive finish that we had to 2025?
Yeah, look, I think that the consistency of whether it's selection or communication or whatever it is, I think is really important for the group. And having someone like Mags who's very level, that sort of wealth of knowledge around the club, having played here for so many years and had so much success, being able to bounce those ideas off him, having come from Essex where he was down there for a number of years and was very successful. Look, the first year is naturally going to take a bit of bedding in and a bit of time because he's got a whole new group of players to get to grips with, to get to know how they tick, how they work. But you could see from the start of the year to the back end of the year, the upward curve that took. There's a lot of guys that have gone away to Australia to play out there, which hopefully aids them personally off the field, because we've got a young group and you're able to learn a lot from being in a different country, embracing yourself in that culture, but also there's an expectancy to perform when you are playing over there as an overseas professional for these clubs. So hopefully those guys going out there and then coming back to us with a new lease of life, and hopefully a different way of looking at things alongside the growth personally, is a really important mix, because Mags talks about being on the field when you're on, but also enjoying it when you're off the field as well. And I think that having the two together and understanding how you are able to get away from the game alongside when you're on and you're really focused in your skill set is an important blend.
You're a man that's synonymous with Yorkshire cricket, really. What does the club mean to you in the loosest sense of the term?
Well, the club means a lot. I mean, having had Dad play here for 20 years, my mum worked here for nearly 15 years, and myself been here since I was 11 years old, to cover almost 50 years at the club, I think that is a huge part. And look, Yorkshire has an identity. We are who we are, and we're very proud to come from here. So when you do take the field and you're representing the White Rose and you're representing the people in the Western Terrace, the members that come and watch you when you've underperformed, but then they keep turning out to see the successes, they're the bits that drive you on. And we want to get back to where we were in the early 2010s and build towards that next victory, whether it be in the County Championship or the T20. The 50 over campaign last year was a great building block within that for a group of guys that will hopefully take a real kick on with their white ball skills. And we saw some people come through there that will hopefully be pushing for further honours in the T20 come this year. But for me, playing for Yorkshire is an identity for myself. I couldn't see myself playing too many other places, because coupling that with the staff behind the scenes, you've obviously got Colin Graves that's been here for so long, and Mags obviously coming back to the club, as head coach. Sad's coming back to the club. Matthew Wood, he's been brilliant working with some of the younger guys and giving his experience. But you couple that with like Tom Smith and him coming across from Lancashire and having played against Tom for many years, him making that transition across and working with the second team, but the knowledge that he's able to impart on the group is massive. So yeah, it's an exciting place to be, and we've got a lot of young talented guys that are coming through. Matthew Revis is on the Lions this winter. George Hill, I think, probably should have been on the Lions with such an outstanding season last year. But look, it's another winter, it's another building block for the guys to go out and get better, get stronger, get fitter, learn new skills, and hopefully put their stamp on the game that they've spent 5-6 months working on behind the scenes when it takes to when we take to the field at Headingley in front of an amazing crowd and some very passionate fans.
Just on Headingley, and something you alluded to in your previous answer, you've been at the club since you were 11. You've come through the Yorkshire pathway to become obviously one of the world's best players. You've played at Headingley countless times during that period. What are your emotions now when you walk into Headingley, especially at this kind of stage of your career? Is it the same? Is it different?
Yeah, look, I was one of the young kids that was round the boundary trying to get autographs off Ryan Sidebottom, Mags, Craig White, Goffey, the full lot. I was one of the kids that was doing that, and then to make the progression into the pathways, it wasn't plain sailing. I didn't get picked at under 11s by a certain district, and then got picked for a different one, which then led on to things. And it's been part and parcel of playing cricket. There's ups and downs through it, but the feeling that you get when you drive into the ground is always the same. The club's been through some tough times in recent times, and we're starting to get back and find our feet post that. And like I mentioned, the group of younger guys have been a huge part of that have taken a lot of the brunt of the last 5 years. So there's a lot of inner strength that they've had to overcome and learn about themselves from a very young age, and that can only stand them in good stead when they do go take that field like we all love to do, because that inner bit that they've been through that's hurt at times, that's been questioned by lots of people that wasn't potentially their doing, but they've been tarnished with a similar bit. They're able to take that strength from within to be able to go and put in the performances that really makes them proud to represent this great club.
And looking ahead, you obviously signed a 3-year contract. What are you looking to achieve, both yourself and, I guess, with the club in that period?
Look, that's the $1 million question, isn't it? It'd be easy to sit here and say we want to win the county championship every year, we want to win the T20 competition every year. Ultimately, that's a very difficult thing to do. I want to see growth in the white ball stuff. We need to get to a finals day. We've not been to a finals day often enough, and we've definitely not competed well enough in those final stages latterly of the competition. So first of all, I think that's something that we can definitely get to. In the county championship, we have to stay in Division 1. That's where the club deserves to be, and the club should be. A club of this magnitude has to be playing in Division 1, and the lads have to understand that it's pushing for further honours that they need to be seeking. So Rev going and playing with the Lions, I mentioned George, you've got a huge group of younger guys coming in that are Ferbs and Benno that are away with 19s that then come into the squad this time. Owen Smith as well played for the 19s, Wadey likewise, etc. There's a young group that are coming in which will be hopefully enhancing and pushing people underneath to then express their want, which can only come out on the field to go and play for England Lions, to then go and play for England, because playing for England is the pinnacle. You want to see those guys when we do get an Ashes Test match back here. You want to see them gracing the field that I've been fortunate enough to do with Rooty, Lythy, Brookie, and it's a really special place to do it, especially when you do come back to Headingley having been here for so long.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but you're 6 games short of 250 career T20 appearances. What would it mean to you to win the Blast with Yorkshire? You mentioned it's not something we've kind of excelled in recently. Would it mean something extra to you to
yeah, look, winning competitions is special. Everyone wants to be a part of a winning team, and generally people then go for further honours when you are part of winning teams. I think that we have been short in many departments when it comes to the white ball stuff, and it would be great to see an improvement. And like I said, I didn't say that we're going to win it this time. If we can improve and get to finals day, and who knows, anything can happen on finals day, but the first bit is we need to sort the way in which we're playing out in order to get up to the brand of cricket that is expected in the highest format of T20 cricket in England, because we're just falling short of that at this moment in time, and other people have taken steps further on than us. So that's an exciting bit to get our teeth stuck into. I know that Mags and the backroom staff are looking at the stats and bits, but you've also got to go with your gut feel on certain bits, and is the style correct that we've been playing Are we going about it in the right way? Is the messaging right? There's lots of things that come into it, because make no qualms about it, the pitch here at Headingley's up there with the best in the country.
And finally, we're at Headingley now. I think you're in week 1 of pre-season. How are you shaping up in yourself and kind of looking ahead in the short term? What are your plans for the winter?
Yeah, so we had a lovely testing week this week. There's only 5 or 6 of us that are actually in, because the majority are away. So it's been a good week. Great to see the lads after a bit of time away. Some have been to Hong Kong to play in the 60s. A couple have been over to Canada to play in a competition over there. Others have spent a bit of time at home with family. So just to reconnect with the group. For me, at the end of the month, I'm going away and playing in the ILT, and then I'll be going to play in South Africa after that. That's all I know at this moment in time. So, as far as I'm aware, I'll be coming back after that, and then we've obviously got the pre-season to go on over to the UAE, which was fantastic last year, and then we hit the ground running. So it'll all come round thick and fast, which is an exciting place to be as a group. And look, you can feel the bond that the guys have. Like I mentioned, there's a whole group of them that have come through all together, and then you couple that with obviously Jack White that's come in, just to mention one name that's come into the group and how much he's embraced everything that's come about, and we've seen the rewards of the impact that the group has on people in such a positive way when we are searching for that one common goal. So hopefully that can continue. An exciting winter ahead, an exciting few years ahead for myself and the group, and it's definitely something that I can't wait to get stuck into.